Hello, I am Bentham and welcome back to Satisfactory Desert Bus, where in the previous episode we solved the conveyor clipping conundrum with lots of trial and error and faffing about and trying to work out exactly where to send the various belts. But we've solved it, we've worked it out, now we have this this belt intersection going on here that's only going to grow and get more wacky looking as time goes on. But I'm proud of it, I'm happy with the solution I've come up with, and we're going to go ahead with it. So now that's done, we want to try and sort out this mess back here. We've just been kind of bolting stuff onto it for a while we've been working on this, because we needed to know exactly what we were doing with this setup, which looks very nice from this particular angle. We needed to know exactly what was going on with this setup before we could have all the input belts actually arranged properly, because we needed to know where they needed to go. So now that we've sorted this out, we can actually complete the cleaning up of this. Some of it has already happened. We've got the steel pretty much going how I want it to, though I might change the exact levels. That kind of thing. What I'll probably do is make it stay straight longer and then dip down at the end to go into there. Admittedly, it then goes back up here, but it goes straight here, and this looks really nice and is probably the bit of this we're going to see most often because it's the side, and whenever we're not working on the main bus of the storage, this is the view we're going to see it from. So I'm happy that this particular bit has been preserved and is staying dead straight. Ignore the sloped belts immediately behind it. Yeah, this will be quite a view when we can see all this just rising up for a ridiculous distance, and then also through this we'll be able to see the main bus stretching up into the distance. Right now, it's already doing that into the fog, which is quite cool. But it's also going to get way taller over time. This whole thing, like, it scales in two directions. Well, actually no, to be fair, it scales in 4 different directions: up, away, left, and right. But the left and right are relatively minor. You can basically put a cap on that. You can be like, yeah, we're probably not going to go past like this line. Like, maybe we will, but unlikely. There'll probably be one bit of manufacturing somewhere way down the line that needs to go way out for one reason or another. I think computers sometimes needs to extend quite a long way. But yeah, mainly it's going to be expanding out very rapidly in that direction, and then slightly less rapidly, but still pretty fast, up, which is going to be quite cool. Also, I'm not looking forward to having to shift the entire array up a few levels to get over that hill over there. We're going to have to work that one out. That's going to be a mess. It's going to be a whole thing. I kind of wish I'd planned that out and had this whole thing higher, but I like that it's on ground level. Then again, if it had been higher up, it would have been so much easier to walk underneath it. We could have just had the paths going down. As it is, like, we could have maybe lowered things a little bit. Maybe enough that we didn't need to change the belt levels, to be fair. That might have worked, but yeah, I didn't think about that. Maybe one day I will actually change this, make it a level lower, and then I can have everything level. I could have done that from the start, but we still would have had a lot of the same problems we faced anyway. To be fair, it wouldn't have made that massive a difference to the conundrums we'd actually faced. Okay, so over here, let's switch this around a bit. Actually, we need to start from this end. That's part of the problem of why we could just make it work, is we need to know exactly how we're starting and exactly how we're ending to know exactly where we're going. And this is wrong. This needs changing. Because right now it's not built for being long term. We just hooked stuff up to belts that already happen to exist. And we haven't made it so that things can be merged. And we need to work that out. And this is going to require quite a bit of scaffolding based work, I believe. So first things first, I believe this is the rod production, or is it the plates? Oh, it's the plates, this one. Oh, that's the thing. So I believe the rods are the ones on the lower level, the plates are higher, so they've got to kind of swap about a bit. That's okay, though. But yeah, I'm going to deconstruct this. And immediately there's a box of shame up there that we've got to clear out, so let's go up there. Yeah, is this all working fine? It must be, because the stuff's still coming out of the factory. Again, being glitchy and slow. Because of weird distance stuff. Leap onto the box. Nice. Wrong button. Yoink. And there we go. The heights are not yet enough to injure us, but it's going to become a problem later. Luckily, we'll also get the jetpack later. So what I want is for this to drop. First thing we're going to do with it is conveyor lift. We're going to drop it. We're going to send it that way, I think. Or should it be straight out? we're going to use 3 dimensions to make this work, is my thinking. So, I think that's what I want. We don't need to drop too far because we want vehicles to be able to come under here. So this is as far as it's going to go. This will be the lowest tier. Except we want the lowest tier to be rods, because they're the actual lowest. Maybe we will go slightly lower. But yeah, I believe that's what we want. Then this is rods. Again, that's a box of shame. We'll fix it in a minute. Conveyor lift Mark 3. No, I don't. I don't want you to go up. I want you to go down. Can I really not make this work because there's something above it, even though I want to lower it? Alright, we'll delete you as well. I guess you needed it anyway. Conveyor lift. Go down. To there. Then go down. That's level, and then 1, 2. That's where we want you to be. Delete you, and you. And then again, conveyor lift Mark 3. Lower it to there. And then lower this to level with that, and then 1, 2. And they should be at 3 different levels. Let's just go around the front and see if that looks right. Yep. Yeah, that looks like it's worked. So the idea is, and it's going to look a mess. It's going to look an absolute mess. Rods go forward. No, plates go forward. Rods go right. And wire goes left. And they'll all basically go down. They'll go, well, they'll move one notch in that direction, and then they'll come forward. They'll come this way, and basically we'll end up with an array of conveyor lifts facing out this way, and then I'll put splitters all along, or mergers all along. They'll flow into the mergers, and then at the end, they'll all come out in one belt at the very end. And they'll all be at different, like, distances here, but they'll all merge together once they get onto this plane over here. And they'll all go the same way. Or onto the plane they correspond to, because the wire's going in a different one. Plates and rods going in that one. That's my idea. We'll see if it works. We won't get to see if it scales for a long time, because there's nothing to connect to. But it should be fine, I'm pretty sure. I really hope we don't come into any issues, because it'll be a pain to fix. Right, let's clear out all this old stuff. And let's put in the new system. So it's going to be here. And how do we want to do this? How do we want to make them connect all together? It's going to be by having the poles this way, and connecting up to belts coming away from there. Though I'm not exactly sure how they turn, where exactly the turn point is. We'll just do a test. I think this is right. So we'll go this way. Is it here we want to be? Nope, way further. Looks like there. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out. Well, let's raise it a bit. Is this a right angle? I think it isn't. Let's just connect it to a random one along here. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, that was weird. Is it a right angle? Oh, maybe it is. Hard to actually tell. I feel like it's not. I feel like, yeah, I'm looking at this. Maybe it is? I'm having so much trouble with this. Hang on, we'll do it on a smaller scale, and then we can actually see more clearly if there is a right turn or not. So right there. Yeah, it isn't correct. Okay, we've got to move it back by a notch. So raise that up. This is correct. And there we go. This can go away. So yeah, this This is the rods one, so delete you. How are we going to make it the right height? It's hard to see it from this distance, but I'm thinking it's that. That looks level. Yep, that's dead level. Okay, that's what we wanted. Oh, there is going to be a height change here, however. Yeah, when do we want the height change to happen to line up with this? Because it looks like it's going up. Yeah, it's definitely going up. We'll have it here. And it is going to change, I realize. Is this too long? Yeah, it is too long. What's the distance here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Yeah, it's just a bit too long. Not even by that far. Now, where can it get to? Let's actually have a look. Can I get to an angle where I can see where it falls short? Okay, it is actually quite far. Okay, let's give it a stackable right here to line up with that one over there. Yeah, it doesn't go far up at all. So we'll go level out of this. Oh, that's gone wrong completely. Oh, this isn't lined up right. I got this wrong. I got it way off. It actually needs to be something like there, I think. Let's try that. Oh no, it was actually somewhere in the middle. Okay, it wasn't way off. Can't put it there because there's too many other things now. Hang on. There we go. Right, it's in the middle of this. So connect. There we go, that's straight. In all ways. And then you, can you leap across that? Oh, so close. And yet so far. Damn, alright. Let's put another one here. We'll have this go up. What, how many levels is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5. I believe that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you go from there to there. And yep, this actually needs to change. I now forgotten where it was exactly here. Was it dead middle? Was that right? Oh, no. What have I done? I worked so hard to make that line up right, and now I've forgotten it. Okay, that definitely looks correct. That looks straight. I'm sure about it, whereas I wasn't before, so it must be right this time. How about this way? Also correct. Right, we're good. That's the rods reconnected to the system. They were disconnected for quite some time. There they go. Gonna be full bells of them for a while. Next up, the plates. Oh. So you will need... I think you'll need them like that. That looks correct. So we'll put these in here. That's 4 high. Connect to there. Yep, that looks good. Also, that one there can go. We'll never use that. Over to here. Dead middle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should be correct. Because, yeah, that's too low right now. That needs to go up a bit. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you go to there, and to there, and then round to that level. Delete that, connect that across. There we go. Get rid of all the old iron stuff. The merger will need to be reconnected because we definitely haven't finished clearing out that. What is that for? Is that for rods? No, that's for wire. Okay, yeah, we need to fix that. Okay, we'll do that in a second. So I believe the plates are now flowing as well. That should all be fine. Not moving right now, but that's probably just because there's not very high demand for them. Now I'm imagining, yeah, that container's still got plenty in it, and we've got even more to give it. There you go. So what I will do... Will this work? Not quite. Okay, so we'll put a merger in there. This will have to come out a bit first. Just have it hop up onto this level. Oh, I've made it do an angle. That's fine. This is just a temporary draining system. Conveyor lift going up there. Connect across from the lift to the merger, and we've got the iron plates going in the system again. Right, next up, the cable, or the wire even. We don't have any cable yet. So that doesn't need to go as far, just needs to go in here. So another stackable in the middle here. I don't know how high this needs to go. Let's go have a look. Oh, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, of course. Actually, in between the other two. So maybe I should have done it slightly differently. No, it would have been... would have been impossible? It would have been impossible. Yeah, never mind. That's fine by me then. Yeah, that's the correct level, I believe. 1, 2, 3... No, wait, that's not right. Oh, no, it's lower than everything. Should have been the very lowest. Also impossible. That's fine then. That's where it wants to be. 4. So we'll do another one of these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is actually going to lower while going across. Oh, there. And over to there. Delete this old thing here. And if I've got this right, this should be just a straight level belt going across to there. Awesome. And then all this junk over here can go. Oh, I've realized I've just cut off my way of getting to that box. Can I leap onto this, I wonder? Oh, I can! There we go! Parkour! And then, hup. There we go. Nice. And grab. And then we can delete those. And that's already looking way better. It's a little bit silly around here still. I might do more changes. I don't like how long they're sloping for, but I'm kind of leaving that because later on there's going to be stuff coming out this way. As the other layers come down, there's going to be a chain of these coming along. So I don't know where to actually start the level change. Because we can't do it now. It's got to be later. So yeah. But I also want to keep this clear because I want vehicles to come through here. There's already a problem here actually. Because this is kind of where I wanted to swing round into the parking area. But actually this is going to move. It is going to change later. As we expand this. And expansion's probably not far off because we do need more production of everything. Except cable. Cable's fine. But we need more rods, definitely. Plates actually are okay too. Rods. Rods are the key thing. We need more rods. That said, we've got a bunch in storage, don't we? Let's have a look. Oh no, we don't. I managed to clear them all out, I guess. Alright. We stuck on those. Chuck away even more reinforced iron plates because they're the worst. Did I leave any, like, space for iron plates in the storage? I feel like if I did, I probably already filled them anyway. Yeah, it's already completely full. Can't do anything about that. Alright. One of the things that I'd quite like to move around these steel belts just a bit. I'm going to put in some stackables here. And then cut these, have them go straight. And then drop down to the correct level. There we go. Easier to pass through here now. I'm liking that. there's going to be a few more changes, I think, to make. Like, I'm going to move this column here back to be level with this to make this a bit more open. But that's waiting on these crates actually being emptied, which is still going to take a while. The cables are the problem. We've got so blooming many of them. I'm going to have to work out where they're going. I mean, they're going to be made on this side of the bus, most definitely. It's just a case of where they're going to come out, and we'll probably have them on an output. So they can be this belt here, I think. That should work. It's already partly hooked up. Yep, let's do it. Now that we know it's going to be this belt, we know which storage it's going to be. It's going to be the one right here. The next one after wire. So we're just going to hook up a crappy transport thing just so we can drain that storage into the new storage. So we're going to build a thing here for a minute just to bypass that. If we even need to? Oh, we don't need to actually, because that's the input there. We need to... Oh no, we don't need to change that because it's going to be here where it comes through. But we can use the... we can use the thing. We can use the splitter to achieve the goal. Okay, so you connect to that there. Go across into that splitter. Then just come out of the other side like it's a normal belt because you don't actually need to split anywhere. And then come all the way down here. And into that storage on the end. And that should drain the entire cable storage into a new storage container. There we go, and that's working away. It'll take a bit of time, but it'll get it done. The extra cable we have, nothing we can do about that. Apart from ultimately use it. One day we will. Grab some more of it, I guess. Just have plenty so I never accidentally need to craft any more. Also, the cable one, is that... We've disconnected that now because it's no longer doing anything, so I can't just chuck cable in there. Alright, with that connected up, let's do concrete next. That's going to be coming through a gap in here. We know exactly where that gap's going to be, so we can just put it in already. Put that there. And the concrete's going to need to go on a bit of a journey. Deconstruct this. It can't just go straight up because there's belts in the way. So come out just a little bit. Conveyor lift. Up to here. Just past that. Doesn't need to be exact. Just there for draining out the storage. Oh, that looked weird. Took a second to load. And then you... over to there. Over to... there. You're going to be coming in quite high up, actually. It's going to work out well. How far up? 1, 2, 3... Why am I counting on that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's where it is. That might actually be level already. I think it slopes down just a bit. Yeah. Oh, that's annoying. That's always going to be like that, I've just realised. It's always going to have to slope one down or one up. At least. It's going to be an odd number every time. Oops. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, and then raise up by 2. Connect that to it. At least this bit's level. We could change the bit where the height changes to like this section here where we've already got some of that happening. Okay, then... actually, let's first of all have it going down the line. Just so that's working. Then, splitter. As central as we can get it without really knowing where that should be. That's probably good enough. And then we got to put a whole bunch of extra stackables along this thing. For future-proofing purposes. I've got to be on this side to work out where this goes. Yeah, so it goes just short of the next one, so it goes... Ah! Oh no! Ah! Falling down here. I really should have added a bit more in the way of concrete there. I don't know why there was a hole, but it's because of the power pole. We need to fix those. That's one thing I've still left unresolved. Could go all the way back around here now. Oh dear. Yeah, we can just put these in. Why not? And more this way as well. Yeah, that gives me room to actually work. So, yep, should be right there. I believe. I'm trying to work out exactly how many stackables I'm meant to put in. It's hard to keep track. Because I'm trying to keep the number consistent. Okay, so you go... No, I had it. There, you go across into there. Yeah, we're leaving a gap because there's something from the other side of the bus that's meant to come down here later. Yep, that's right. And then, yeah, that thing will go into this one, so you'll go to here and into this next one. And there is concrete storage. Also, I need some of that. I've used up a bit of it making this platform. The nice thing about concrete, if you have too much of it, it's very easy to use it up, because there's always more concrete stuff to build. Like, let's bridge this gap now. And then we've got a way of getting across the ravine on foot. And we can also check that it's fine to go underneath. Oh, I didn't build that in time, apparently. Alright. Finish the work from down here. Oh yeah, this slope is going to get ruined. Look at that. And this is where our coal truck comes through. Where is he right now? He's out there somewhere. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's the space elevator shadow. Neat. Okay. Yep, this slope is going to get destroyed. Because the storage is probably going to come out this far. It'll take a while, but it will. Which means the tractor's going to have to take that route instead. Though I think that route works fine. I think it does actually function. Just a slight detour on what it's currently doing. And that's the top bit of the space elevator flying by. Look at this. You get a very detailed look at the structure, actually. From looking at the shadows. Better than you can, really, from looking up at the actual thing. What is this bit? What's the big bit that sticks out the side? Here it is, like the big engine thing. Cool. We can just watch the entire structure move along the ground. Okay. So yeah, we've expanded this out. It is going to last a good long while, to be fair, before we need to expand it anymore and actually get in the way of that tractor. So that's fine. Maybe by that point we will have switched to a train anyway. I do want to do that at some point. They've been working more on bug fixing for trains. They're working a lot better than they used to be. And I wish we were at that level yet, but we're not quite there. Though, I should have a look at research. I haven't in a while. Let's see where we're at. I think we can do all this stuff. We can. I really should have been just getting this done. Oh, we can even get the gun. Just need to make a bit more in the way of explosives. Let's see. We probably just want to get oil processing done so that that is ready to go, because that's our next big phase of production. Of course, we need the stuff for it. I don't have all of it on me. We can get started, and this is one way to sort out having too much cable. There we go. And wire and everything. Also need some more concrete. Take that. It'll help speed up the process there. And the cable. Is there some still in here? Oh, yeah, just a little bit left. I'll have all that, please. And with that, we can deconstruct the storage. We are almost completely through all our stored stuff here. How's this going? A little bit more to do. taking its time, but is slowly working through it. Yep, this will be done sooner rather than later. Right, we need cable in vast quantity, or wire in vast quantities. That actually is going to put some strain on the production system now that we don't have the storage to supplement it. I think that's enough. What else? We need some more motors and some more modular frames. Oh wow, this still hasn't filled up. Oh, where's the motors? Over here. Alright. And I might move the hub, because it'd be nice to have it near the storage. The main thing for the hub is doing research, which requires you to have lots of materials on hand to set it in motion. So having it a bit closer, not a terrible idea. There we go. Launch that. Oil processing is researched. The pod will be back in 12 minutes.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. Caution, this is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
Yep, don't die while exploring. A good time to warn me, because oil often involves traveling quite a way into the wilderness. But the nearest oil to us is actually not that far away at all. It's one of the main reasons I built my base in this particular area, is because there's oil quite close by that will be easy to make use of. And yeah, also I need to get some quartz stuff done so that we can get that research done in the MAM. And then we can get... Do we have the Explorer actually? Have I already done that? Oh, we have unlocked the Explorer. Yeah, I need to be able to make the Explorer, which requires the crystal oscillators, and also we will need some heavy modular frames, but I think we can make those right now. Yeah, all the stuff that it requires... Oh, it needs encased industrial beams. We don't have those yet. They'll be one of the next steps we'll be working on. Alright. There we go then. All of the inputs are now nicely arranged, apart from the couple bits that are just for dumping storages into the system, but they're rapidly draining, so that's all working well. And yeah, we can clear some of this out already. Cable stuff should never come out here, it should just be going into the splitter there. In fact, we won't even need to go into the splitter. That's the thing actually, now that we've stacked these, we can delete the middle ones. Let me test this. If I delete this, am I allowed to rebuild one there if I need to? Yes. How about a merger? Yes. Okay, that's good. We can actually, yeah, just get rid of the middle ones. Don't need them. It's getting in the way. There we go. They magically float. It's fine. They're suspended by the various other things around them. It makes sense. It works fine. Alright. That is all the big redesigny stuff that I wanted to do. Done, pretty much. Oh, we do have to sort out these power poles on the ground, but other than that, we're pretty good here. There's a little bit of stuff to do with, like, ore. Getting that more neat, though it's hard to make ore neat just by how it all is arranged. There's no... like, you can't snap mining drills to grids. Actually, no, you can. But you can snap them to grids. I don't think I'll bother with that, though. But yeah, everything's... We did it. We got where I wanted the base to be. Straight lines, right angles, everything's scalable, planning for the future. Pretty good. I think the next step now is actually to... oh, no. Did that wrong. Is actually to continue work on the main bus, get some more production being done, and then work towards getting oil, getting the fancier structural components, and getting quartz done. We're back to that stuff now that we have our system ready to go. I guess that's what we'll do then. Awesome. With that, I shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time.